Here we go. Now, how's everybody doing? Not that I give a shit how you're doing because you don't give a shit how I'm doing. Now, good news is the Masters of the Universe Revolution. Let's get the full title there. Is out and it's after midnight. I lost track of time. I do have some other projects I'm working on. I'm putting together my stories. I am putting together a Maya Sunday content, and I'm just trying to clean up. I got some boxes over here. I am preparing for open houses for my open house sessions for my house to be looked at because we're going to be moving. Or I'm going to be moving into a condominium, I guess. So that's been my real life. Okay. But anyway, here we have Masters of the Universe Revolution, not Revelation. And I'm going to be watching this, but you're going to be watching it with me, okay? And so let me grab my headphones real quick. Where are they? And I better have those buttons on that side. I have to look. I have to make sure everything goes right and not tits up like usual because, I'm trying to do it the way I need to do it. So I will not be showing you audio or video. You're going to have to play it with me. Okay, so as soon as I hit that play button, I think that's when the Netflix logo comes on and all that shit. I will be doing a commentary track and showing you something later on before I go to bed. That will not be a live stream. That will be something else. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to show you a couple of toys in the back for reference so that you have something to look at. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Just the first 2 episodes. Oh, you motherfucker. There it is. That's it. So let me put this over here. Thank you. Oh, shit. Okay. There we go. That's what I want. It takes me a while to get what I want. It really does. Okay, so this title is Even for Kings. And we're going to see if Kevin Smith owns up to his bullshit. Or it's going to be a waste of my time. So we're just watching the first 2 episodes. I will do another live stream in the morning, 3 and 4, and then I'll do a separate recorded video for 5. I think it's just 5 episodes. Here we got some sort of weird crystal. Is this Anwar Gar? Is this Anwar Gar? There's Orko, I think. No. Or maybe it's some sort of, looks like a Trollin. Got some sort of obelisk. The Holy Obelisk. Written by Kevin Smith. Well, Kevin Smith could be a good writer when he wants to be. Looks like somebody pretending to be a Trollin. No, definitely a human. Could be He-Man. No? Oh, Scare Glue. You can kind of see the screen in the far right, but I'm going to try to. Who is this person? Oh, there you go. Shadow Beasts. I will say that this is best characterization of Scareglow by far. Of course it's fucking Prince Adam. All right, you already said that 100 times. Yeah, Orko and He-Man. Okay. Oh yeah, Clamchap. They were Clamchap and Fista were horribly used in Revelation. They were just a bunch of cackling goons. I mean, Val Staples and the 2000X, they had a better presentation of the characters. Because if you recall, Fisto in the 2002 cartoon was Duncan, Man at Arms' brother, who allegedly went AWOL. Why not just come as He-Man? Why not just come as He-Man? I don't know. Is it Prince Adam doing diplomacy? I guess since everybody knows that Prince Adam is He-Man, I guess that's okay. This is the fight. Is this the fight we saw in the Comic Con previews? Okay, so yeah, this is the one we saw. Oh, for fuck's sake! Pew pew pew. Whatever. It's kind of cliche now. Rio Blast hasn't had any love or admiration. I see. Oh my god! Look at that ship. What the fuck? The fuck is wrong with King Randor? That looks like the fucking Hulkbuster. That's the Hulkbuster from Marvel. I like Andra, but I don't know. It's just yeah, he's got to wear the Hulkbuster. I still like King Randor's sort of like monologue when the Palace of Eternos was destroyed by Despera and the Horde troopers and shit. This isn't gonna get cerebral, I think. Oh my god. Looks like kryptonite almost. Uh, so even though it's not the Last Jedi necessarily cringe, but it's like it's kind of I still feel levels of cringe. Oh for fuck. Yeah, where's that action figure at? Scareglow with like 8 legs and shit. Or 6 legs. I don't even know what they are. Oh, I don't know. I feel like this stuff is very cliche. I mean, he's turning into a robot. That doesn't sound like Scareglow to me. There's the sorceress. Yeah, I like Melissa Benoist. She had some good characterization as Supergirl. It's just the writing went so bad after like what, a couple of seasons. Yeah. What is it? You're all a pack of liars. And Sarah Michelle, she wasn't very nice about the fans. I think she mocked the fans, much like her husband. The Freddie, formerly known as Prince Jr. Uh, okay then. Okay. I don't understand what exactly happening here. So now they can't get their friends out. The the sort of the sorceress carrier kind of reminds me of the stuff we see from the new He-Man cartoon. Like it kind of looks like the one from here, like this thing, but it's more like or the giant airship. Kind of a pointless battle, really. Oh, here we go. They're getting conversions. Oh, this is Mecha Skeletor. It's a good design. I do like the design of Mecha Skeletor, but honestly, it's like Skeletor would have fought hard to keep his magic. But magic is kind of what makes up who he is. Oh god. It's so great to see Joke. It's good. It's so great to hear Joker Skeletor again. That's Meg Foster, the original Evelyn, or the original live action Evelyn. Because you can't replace. It would have been. I think it was Aaron Gray or Linda Gray. Linda Gray would have been the voice. I remember the last significant character that Linda Gray did was Aunt May from the '90s Spider-Man cartoon. So there's Keith David as Hordak. I'm not sure why Hordak is in the shadows. I don't know why he could just reveal himself and just throw his weight around. Because in the comic books from 2010, he just started taking over. Once the Horde got through there's Mendor. I think Mendor. I saw him in the comics too. Mendor, I think, is related to Zodak, or at least the Zodak with the K, the Christopher Judge character. So they're like sort of these ethnic bald dudes with like holographic tattoos. Oh, here we go. Why is he dying? I don't understand why the king is dying. I have no context. And I watched all the episodes of Revelation, and I don't remember anything about that. Uh, yeah, I don't know what's happening. I see a lot of things. I see a lot of plates spinning. The good guys are trying to figure themselves out, right, after the events of Revelation, and Hordak's plotting in the background. But Hordak doesn't need to do that. Once Hordak got through Despondos to come back to Eternia, nothing would stop him from revealing himself and just like come smashing through things. But the Keith David version's like kind of plotting in the shadows, which typically works well when the it only works when the villain is trying to hide his numbers and his strength, because his numbers and his strength is not good enough. And Orko's best moment was episode 4 of Revelation. Oh, Preternia. That would include the Towers of Eternia. I love that I'm getting notifications through the headphones. Such a great thing. Is he going to show his face in this? Yeah, I think the characterization is fine with Orko. Uh, so in the comic books, in the last series of comic books, King Hiss actually took over King Randor's body, and it wasn't revealed till they went to like some level of Eternia. Uh, I want to say the Frostfangs, but that's Game of Thrones. But it's like the Frostfangs where they go to the snow. They were trying to find the how to bring back the goddess of Serpos, and Tila became the goddess of Serpos. But before all that, King Randor was revealed to be King Hiss, so he was already dead. Okay then. Okay then. It's so basic, this stuff. I mean, the good thing about that storyline in DC Comics was that Tila and Adam got married at the end. It wasn't like well, what is it? Andra and Tila that they were teasing. Susan Eisenberg, who did the voice of Wonder Woman. Yeah, they're trying to get back Fisto and Clamchamp. Poorly used characters. Oh my god. the goddess of Serpos, Tila, would knock her around. Melissa Benoist is a better voice actress though, but I, the goddess of Serpos had the Snake Men. All the Snake Men stopped following King Hiss and started following He-Man. Hmm. It's another quest. Okay then. Hmm. Okay, so this got to be a sorceress mission, sorceress quest. Well, technically, Tila Na could leave as a bird. I mean, it was my thought that from reading the encyclopedia, going through all the stuff, that she reincarnated into a bird. So in a real life aspect, the sorceress was a bird, but it was really the sorceress of Tila, the spirit of Tila Na, that could manifest in the castle. Hmm. Why? Yeah, but you don't have to fucking die. You could abdicate your throne. You could abdicate your throne and just go take Marlena and go see the world, like most people who retire do. Most old people retire to go to like Paris and Rome and Japan and all that stuff. They go do all that stuff. I mean, if I was Teal, I'd say so. Death is the only way to retire. There's more to life than death. There's more beyond death. We don't even know how the fuck he got sick and dying. I see. Okay then. Uh, eesh. Yeah, DC Comics did it better. Sorry. I mean, you didn't get to know the King very well in the old cartoons, and definitely not the '90s cartoon. I would say a little bit better in the 2000X because it would always imply that Keldor and Randor were brothers, maybe half brothers, but it was confirmed in the comics. In the comic books, it took a while for He-Man to be king. He wanted to fight off Hordak first, and he just ran into his sister, who became Shira. He wasn't ready to become king yet. Hmm. We have to go through the sulking part. Not a whole lot happens here. A lot of plotting. The king's dead for some fucking reason. It's like it's an unearned unnecessary death. Let me see how much more we got here. Okay, so The king was a dumbass. A what? What do you do? Beat up. I see. That's a good story. I think it would have been better if the king was hurt in battle. This could have been written better. Like, why doesn't the king want magic to heal him? Oh, William Shatner. There's William Shatner. I said it. Let's see. Who's he playing? I didn't see. The fuck is that? What's going on here? I saw something. I saw an action figure. I think Mega J Retro talked about that. Okay, we're now going to episode 2. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So he's Keldor. Who the hell are we looking at there? What the fuck is going on with this writing? Just so everybody knows, the only reason I'm doing this is because I have a Netflix account and I've got shows on here on my tablet. So, you know. What? What? They're brothers? What is that? Yeah, there's a story to that. The Anwar and the humans. I mean, there's a lot of like. Originally, I think it was because uh, I don't know if it's because the king died or knowing or not knowing. Because Keldor and Randor were brothers, not Adam. Adam was the nephew, as it is in the 2021 CGI cartoon. So I think originally it was in the 2000X cartoon, they were implied. Why is he much older? Oh, Miro. Yeah, originally King Miro in the comics made love to Saren the Witch, who was already dead, I think, on Anwar Gar, and then they had Keldor. And Keldor ventured off to form his army. I'm trying to remember. I think the Gar did have pointy ears, but I can't remember. Yeah, I'm confused because Keldor and Adam look like they're the same age, but then he's much older by like what, 15 years or so? Yeah, Prince Adam was what the fuck is that weird graphic? So Tila's quest here. So yeah, Keldor is Miro's son, but he looks like he's Randor's son. I don't know what the hell's going on. I can't figure out the lineage when everything looks so deceptive. Four towers. Oh shit. Oh, Granomir. I forgot who's doing the voice of this. Uh, they actually made an action figure out of Granomir. I'm not sure if it was a Club Eternia figure or not. Where's his hat? They took off his helmet. That helmet made Granomir who he was. He's the only dragon in history I can think of that has a fucking helmet. No, there's Evelyn. So we got the bad guys. I mean, nothing like a good old-fashioned Skeletor's minions to cause trouble. But of course, these are Hordak's minions. Oh, Andra's in danger of becoming a cyborg, right? I'm sorry. There's no way I'm going to accept that Keldor and Skeletor are two separate fucking people. No way. The name is Skeletor. Oh, that's funny. Kind of. Oh, that's a new armor. That's a new helmet for Battle Cat. Yeah, I mean, if this was like Triclops is doing solely, then it would have worked. But I don't know what Hordak's trying to do. Because Hordak is also he's the master of the dark arts. And Keldor was his best student, I guess. Why doesn't He-Man use his sword? I wonder. You could have used your sword to take off his arm. What? What is this? What is this toy? Oh, why does it look so ugly? It looks like a Zelda enemy, doesn't it? With the eye popping out and stuff, and then like Link has to hit the weak point. I never did buy the motherboard figure. I mean, it's there on Mattel Creations, but I don't like it. I'm still waiting for my Skeletor toy. It's gonna come in February. I'm gonna see what happens. I guess Orko you could have used his magic sooner. Yeah, so you got tech zombies. You got high tech zombies. Uh, He-Man would have grabbed that robot and flung it in Skeletor's direction. There's no way he wouldn't. Something. This is so disorganized. The writing was a bit better in 2002. Oh shit. Oh my god. Well, it's a Godzilla scene. Somehow, it's like Keldor with William Shatner's voice isn't distracting, right? I must destroy Eternia. I must. All of Eternia will soon be mine. Yeah, it's the sword of power, so it can heal everything, I guess. Mendor. I miss 2000X Zodak. Oh no shit. Why can't He-Man just get over here and like just throw the robot in orbit? This is so disorganized. Yeah, it's Kevin Smith doing whatever. Let's see how much time we got left. I'm still mad. I was thinking right now that Evil Lynn's father wanted to eat her alive, or his her parents, when the faceless one had more prominent role. This is such a waste. Where was He-Man? So in the time that it took to heal the kid, it wouldn't have taken that long. Like he could have like begun the healing process, put the kid down somewhere safe, and then took the robot out. I'm not saying Andra can't do shit because of what she looks like, but it's like He-Man could have done this quickly. This is to make, oh yes, Keldor is the hero, even though he's really Skeletor, but Skeletor is a separate person, and this is pissing me off a bit. Hmm. Hmm. I have no idea what's going on. I did like, one of the things I did like about, I think it was episode 4, was Orko's relationship with Evil Lynn. It didn't seem like it would fit, but they're both magicians, right? So, but like it sort of worked. Like they didn't need to interact, but when they did interact, it really worked all right. Yes. No, I won't. And to you, what do you take me for, a fool? Mm, mm. No shit. Granomir needed his helmet. I don't know. Hmm. Mm. Now he gets to be Orko at the end, or at the end of this episode. Ugh. What does Battlecat have to say? Ha! Cringer and Battlecat's voice seem to be the same. They're trying to go for feels moments, and it's all at once, and it doesn't really. Yes, everybody loves Keldor. What are we gonna throw acid in his face, and then he goes to Hordak? Keith David says, "So let it be done." Mm. Oh yes. Yes. Ah, what's going on with this? Now, obviously, he has to be the bad guy. William Shatner plays some villainous characters as well. So, now there's the king. Ha! Of course. Soon all of Eternia will soon be mine. But it's not Skeletor. They're the same person. What is he, the second Skeletor? How can that be if she's the sorceress? The sorceress word has to be as good as Bond. Oh, lecture, lecture, lecture. It's almost as bad, though not as bad as Spider-Man Lotus, where there's a lot of talking and talking and talking, but it's all lecturing. I mean, you got better out of the Filmation cartoons, which I haven't still finished watching all the old episodes. But even though it's a bit preachy, somehow the balance of preachiness and like the good morality of each episode, especially the morals at the end of each episode, were far greater than what you're seeing here. But they're just regurgitating the same thing, like, we have to do this thing because if we don't do this, this other thing will happen. I mean, obviously, it shouldn't take Granomir this long to get his shit sorted out. What the fuck? There we go. So we gotta go to quests. What is it? Hmm. I'm too tired to solve that riddle before. So what does Sorceress Tila get to do? Now keep in mind, even though she's not the sorceress of Zerpos, she's the sorceress of Zor. And then there's the Horokoth sorceress, which Evil Lyn could easily be. There's the Snake Staff. What is this? What is this? Oh my god! The Sorceress of Serpos! Amazing. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, we still got more. What's happening here? Skeletor's motherboard? Okay. Okay, well that's pretty much explained, but in a shitty way possible. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is this the end credits? Okay, I am gonna stop here, and I'm gonna do 3 and 4 in the morning, and then I'll do 5 as a recorded video. I'll give my thoughts for the first 2 episodes. Thanks for the 2 people here. There were some nice gotcha moments. There were some nice few good action moments. The rest of it was kind of dog shit. We're drowned in. I mean, the animation and the look and the feel are not terrible. It is going back to that DC animated stuff that we used to see a lot. But then it's like you get all these talking points, all these kind of lecture moments that it's like it just bogs me down. It's so much lecturing, and obviously, I mean, I'm not caring too much about spoiling or not. Keldor is Skeletor, but there was a Keldor, right? So there was a real Keldor in the backstory, right? So um, either way, Keldor is not Skeletor. And this Skeletor, if they're following the comic books that tie into the show, Skeletor was a skeleton guy from another dimension that they were trying to do in the original mini comics. So they're Skeletor and Keldor are still two separate people. Maybe Keldor died in battle, or he died killed by Skeletor. I don't know. Maybe Skeletor killed Keldor instead of the traditional story where Keldor went to the Hall of Wisdom. Let me see if I have that 2-figure pack. It might not be in here. There it is. It's way back there, but you see in the far bottom left over there. But anyway, Keldor went to the Hall of Wisdom, got his face handed to him, and went to Hordak to save his life. But Hordak wanted him to free him. So the losing his face was a small price to pay, but it was ultimately that he had to free Hordak from Despondos. There's Faker. Yeah, I would say if I had to give a grade for both episodes, I would say about a C or a C minus. I don't hate these episodes, and they don't have that sort of Tila wants to be boss Tila, but she is Serpos. I do like the Serpos, and I think because there was already a goddess of Zor in the comic books, then Tila had to assume another role. She had to assume another guise, which was the goddess of Serpos, so she could lead the snake men like Rattlor and Snakeface and Squeeze and Tongue Lashor and lead them as an army against Hordak. So the snake men versus the Horde. Um, I don't know. I guess common sense should prevail and be like, well, yeah, Keldor can't be trusted. If Randor had lived instead of like letting himself die, which if you have friends, okay, look, that's what I said. Like King Randor could have just abdicated, taken his wife, and the two of them could have traveled the planet. Could have done anything else. But no, what we had was him dying, and Keldor comes in, and Randor could have been like, no, that's not Keldor. The way Keldor spoke or whatever, the way is how you write this. Okay, there's something different about this guy. That's not Keldor. That's not him. It's like, and then the deception would have been seen through. And He-Man took like 8 years to go and stop the robot and throw it into outer space. So instead of that happening, then you had like uh just him saving the kid's life, which is that's what He-Man's supposed to do. But instead, it was like, no, he just decided to go and stay with the kid in the alleyway for like an hour, and then the robot got stopped. So, yeah, C or C minus for these two episodes. Look, I like the look of it, and I like the voice actors to a point, and some of the action's okay, and that's about all I can give for this. So tomorrow morning will be episodes 3 and 4, and then tomorrow afternoon, or actually, let's see, we're in Thursday. So Thursday morning at daylight, I'll do 3 and 4, and then 5 will be the last episode, and then I don't know what happens. I'm assuming it's 10 episodes, right? 5 and 5. So I'm gonna do another commentary, and this one I will show, and you will hear and see. It's a 5-minute video, but I'll do that, and then that'll be it for the night. All right. Thanks for tuning in.